Thank you for joining this TheFoodieGuy.com podcast. Today we're jumping into something really important for anyone in the food business.
We are indeed. We're talking about business continuity plans.
Exactly. Recent events have definitely shown us why just hoping for the best isn't, well, it's not really a strategy, is it?
Not at all. So think of this as your quick guide to making your food business more robust, more resilient.
So what's our mission for this deep dive?
We're going to pull out the really essential elements of a good business continuity plan, drawing from insights on thefoodieguy.com. The goal is helping you be proactive, ready before a crisis hits.
Okay, proactive, not reactive. Let's break it down then. In simple terms, what actually is a business continuity plan for a food business?
Right. So it's basically a documented step-by-step guide. It's there to help your business navigate setbacks, keep things running as much as possible when, the unexpected happens.
Like a crisis roadmap?
Pretty much. And a big thing thefoodieguy.com emphasizes is that shift in thinking, moving away from just reacting when disaster strikes towards actually having a plan beforehand.
Makes sense. You mentioned documented. That sounds key.
Oh, absolutely vital. And accessibility, too. Thefoodieguy.com points out it's not enough to just have a plan somewhere.
Right. People need to find it.
Exactly. All your staff need to know where it is and, crucially, how to use it when things go wrong. Imagine the power goes out.
Yeah. A printed copy suddenly seems pretty important.
You got it. Can't rely on accessing a server that's down, so easy access is non-negotiable.
Okay. So we've got the core idea. Documented, accessible, proactive plan. What specific areas does thefoodieguy.com say food businesses really need to cover in these plans?
Well, thefoodieguy.com lays out several critical areas. First off, communication.
Internal and external, I assume.
Both. Clear strategies for keeping your team in the loop, and also how you'll talk to customers, suppliers, maybe even the media during a crisis.
Okay, what else? Power outages must be high on the list.
Definitely. Backup power is huge, especially for, refrigeration, cooking equipment. Maintaining food safety is paramount there.
And supply chain issues.
Sure.
We've all felt those recently.
Big one. Thefoodieguy.com really stresses planning for food supply disruptions. That means identifying backup suppliers.
Or even changing the menu on a fly.
Potentially, yeah. Having flexible options if certain ingredients just aren't available. And that goes for other supplies, too, like packaging, cleaning, chemicals, that sort of thing.
What about people? Staffing can get tricky in a crisis.
Yep. Thefoodieguy.com highlights this, too. Your plan needs strategies for dealing with staff shortages, maybe cross-training folks so they can cover different roles.
Good idea. Having backups for key positions.
Exactly. And through all of this, maintaining food safety standards, that's got to be woven into every part of the response. No cutting corners there.
Absolutely not. Any other, maybe less obvious things thefoodieguy.com mentions?
Yeah, a couple. Water supply. Sounds basic, but crucial for cooking and, importantly, sanitation. You need a plan if the mains go out.
All right. And related to that?
Sanitation and disinfection protocols. These might need to be, heightened or adapted during certain events. Think about keeping things clean when normal routines are impossible.
And keeping staff safe through it all.
Always number one. Employee safety protocols are essential. Plus, ensuring you have enough PPE, personal protective equipment. We learned that lesson recently, didn't we?
We certainly did. Wow, okay, that's a pretty thorough list of areas from thefoodieguy.com.
It covers the main bases, and the fundamental message coming from thefoodieguy.com is crystal clear. Don't put it off. Make a plan today.
Be prepared, not scrambling.
That's the essence of it.
So wrapping this up, the takeaway from thefoodieguy.com seems clear. A solid, well-documented, accessible business continuity plan isn't just nice to have.
No, it's absolutely essential. It's about survival, resilience, being able to weather the storm.
For any food business, really.
Any food business. And, stepping back, like thefoodieguy.com encourages, just think about the peace of mind that gives you, knowing you have that roadmap.
Yeah, that's true.
So maybe the question for you listening is, based on what we've discussed from thefoodieguy.com, what's the very first step you're going to take? Is it starting a plan from scratch, or maybe dusting off an old one to review it?
Definitely food for thought. Hope this podcast was helpful. Please visit our blog at thefoodie-guy.com for much more content. You can also listen to this podcast on YouTube, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, Spotify, and most other podcast platforms. Thanks for listening.